My clean date is April 9th, 2011, over 6 years by the grace of God. In 2005, I was using and partaking in making really bad choices in life. In 2005, CPS stepped in and took the children. And in 2007, because I wasn't able to get clean, I just couldn't stay clean and reunify with my children. So in 2007, they terminated my parental rights. I would have to say it was a friend of mine. His name is David Duquette. He was a lawyer, and I was having issues with guardianship and didn't really know what the next indicated step was, and he suggested GBLA. I had heard from other friends that GBLA could help with guardianship, and so after hearing from my lawyer to give it a shot, I came in here, and in life, in my last 6 years, I've only done what is the next indicated step, and that door opened, so I walked through it. She was very pleasant, very informative, and I was surprised to see an attorney that was willing to help me. Oh, in multiple ways. I can't even, words can't express how much they've done to help me. Anytime I had a question, they would call me right back right away. They helped me with guardianship. They helped me with, I'm trying to think, oh yeah, the DV. I had a domestic violence case that I had renewed. And the first time I did it, I swear I went down to the courthouse probably 12 times, because one person would tell me one thing and another person would tell me something else, and it would always be wrong. So when I wasn't working, that was okay, but now that I'm working and I have all my kids, it wasn't even possible for me to make all those trips, so that helped me tremendously. It's a funny story. I work at a treatment center, and we have what they call a PAC meeting at the parole office, and I represented Legacy Village, the treatment center I work for, and they asked me to go and represent them, and there just so happened to be somebody from GBLA there with a flyer. And like I said, the next indicated step was I have a lot of charges myself, and so when I got the flyer, I called right away. It was actually a very fun learning experience. I went through and I brought all the paperwork they asked me to bring, and 2 lawyers, because I had 15 cases, actually 2 law students I should say, and 2 other lawyers actually were helping assist on my cases because I had a lot. And what we did was we did the paperwork, and then they gave me the next step, which was to file the paperwork, make all the copies, file the paperwork, and then show up to court. Helpful is not a good word for it. I would say it was awesome. It was excellent. Not only was I able to help myself, but I had several people that are in my support group and people that I help that also had cases, and they were also able to show up and get help. It was a very enjoying experience. They were very humble, and they were they were a joy to be around. They were actually very helpful, and I learned a lot, and I believe they learned a lot as well, because I had some really unusual cases. I had 15 cases. The results, I followed through. I did the copies. I did all the paperwork. I think my case took the longest. Like, I didn't even get to finish that day. I actually was able to come back here to GBLA's office and pick up my paperwork. and then do my next step, which was to make the copies, file all the paperwork. And that was an experience because I've never been into the courthouse where I was actually serving the court, which was really weird. It was fun. And then when I went to court, they gave me some, let's see, there was 15 cases. One of them I owed money to CDC, and so I wasn't eligible for that one. And then the other one wasn't Prop 47 eligible. So out of 15 cases, I still have 2 left. But I was very, very pleased with the results. Words can't even express how much help that was. As I stated before, the last time I did it on my own. And I almost gave up because it was a lot of work. It was back and forth. It was being told to do this, do that, and then having to start all over. It was really stressful. And GBLA just stepped in there. I gave them the statements, and they did all that footwork for me, and I'm truly grateful for that. Because with having 7 kids, it's not possible for me to go back and forth, plus work and take care of them. So, as I said, words can't express how much they've done for me on that. I got a 3-year extension from the judge, and all orders remain in effect, and I'm truly grateful for that. Wow, I refer you guys to anybody I can think of that needs legal help, because like I said, you guys have really helped me. You've helped me, you've helped my children, you've helped my family members, especially those that were concerned about our safety with the DV, the guardianship with my kids. Like, I wouldn't even have them legally if it wasn't for you guys. And especially the expungement, because there's going to come a point in time where I'm going to be a drug and alcohol counselor, and with having that all gone, it makes it a lot easier to do that job. Absolutely have, and I will, and I'll continue to do so.